Hello, lovely people. It's yet another sunny, beautiful day, and we are so grateful to God for giving us life, giving us strength to witness today. Today I feel like having Ghana dry Bofrot, or the Nigerians do call it puff. It's just a simple recipe. People might think it's not simple, but it is simple. I'm going to show you how to do it. Very simple. You can do it in the comfort of your home. You can do it with your family, and it's very nice. You can have it with peanuts. You can have it with your porridge. You can have it with your oats. You can eat it like that as a snack. And the reason why sometimes I do these videos is because you can regulate the amount of sugar or salt or other ingredients that goes in. So that's the idea about this whole platform, this cooking channel. So here I've got 400 grams of flour, plain flour. You can also use the self-raising flour. I've got 100 grams of milk, but you can see my butter on top. I melted. It has to be warm, room temperature. So I melted my butter like just 5 seconds in the microwave. So I'm going to add just 1 tablespoon of sugar, because I'm going to add the yeast. That will help to activate the yeast. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So I've added my 1 tablespoon of sugar to my milk and butter solution. I'm going to mix that up to dissolve the sugar, and I'm going to add my yeast. 1 sachet of yeast, that's 7 grams. So I'm going to add all of that. It has to be room temperature, a bit warm, not too hot, or else it's going to kill the yeast. So I'm just going to do, this is 7 grams of yeast. I'm going to stir it and then keep it aside. With my dry ingredient, I've got 400 grams of flour. I've got some nutmeg here. I've got the whole nutmeg, so I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon to it. Just going to grate 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. That's enough. I don't want it too much because it's got a very strong flavor. And I'm going to add just a pinch of salt. And also I want the cinnamon flavor in it, so I'm going to add just a half teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And then as well as add, okay, I'm going to mix this one up.
For your case, I go to war for your case, I go to court for your case, I climb the bridge for your case.
I'm going to add a tablespoon of plain yogurt. Just a tablespoon of yogurt. That's enough. And I'm going to add my wet ingredients to it and mix it bit by bit to form a dough.
I punch you judge for your case. Anything you want, baby, that's for you, baby. For your case, you.
this point I'll try and see whether I can use my hand whisk the dough part to whisk it.
Fire gas, yo, no. Fire gas, yo, le, le, le.
Just going to clear the dough off the hooks. Okay, and at this point my dough is fine. That's my dough. So I'm going to oil my bowl with a bit of oil, vegetable oil, or butter. I think I'll use butter. So I'm just going to oil my bowl so that when the dough rises, it won't stick to the bowl. And I'm going to leave it in my microwave because you need to, because if you want the dough to rise, you need to keep it in a warm place, and yeast needs heat to rise. So I'm going to leave it in my microwave, or you can warm your oven a bit and then you can keep it in there. So we'll continue after the dough rises. Okay, it's 45 minutes and my dough has risen or has doubled in size. So I'm going to take the air out. At this point I'm going to knead it just a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to mold them into the shapes I want them to be. So into 2 equal parts. And then divide them. So I've gotten 8 pieces out of them. So I'm really going to mold them. And then keep them on my baking sheet for it to rise for the second time. It doesn't matter if the shapes aren't even.
But we go there, okay, yeah, yeah. For my papa na be dangote, oh adeleke. But we go there, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I go shodi for your case. I go slack back baby for your case. I go call MC Oluomo. I go report all of them. I go shodi for your case. I go slack baby for your case. I go.
Okay, and that's it. I'm gonna cover it with my kitchen napkin and leave it to rise for the second time. Then we fry. Yeah, this is the second rising of the dough, so I'm gonna check it. It has risen beautifully. And at this point, I'm going to fry them. I've got my saucepan on fire. I'm going to pour about, let's say half a liter of oil. Not too much though. Yeah, that's all right. The fire is on high flame now. I'm just going to heat up the oil, and at this point, as soon as the oil heats up, not too much though, I'm going to lower the fire, because if you make the oil too hot, the outside is going to get cooked and brown quickly and the inside will still be raw, and we want to avoid that. So at this point, I'm just going to lower the fire and then start dropping my dough in. It's not too hot though, but that's fine. That's enough. I don't want to overcrowd it, so I'm just going to leave it. Okay, still ongoing, and then I turn it as it cooks. Don't leave it on one side for a long time, or else it's going to burn.
What the hell are you waiting for? If not to drop Indomie, we go chop. If not to suck it, we go suck it. What the hell are you waiting for? If not to fry akara, we go fry. If not to soak akamu, we go soak.
Okay guys, I'll show you the outcome when it's done. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you. I thank all those who have subscribed. Thank you for all the beautiful comments, and I'll come your way again with another beautiful simple dish. Keep loving each other and stay blessed. I love you all. God bless you. Bye bye.
Fire, guess you.